A child plays with wooden ramps attached to a pegboard. Title: Tinkering and Steam Connections, Steam Starters. On screen, Ehuama Ehukumera, Site Manager, Trans Bay Child Development Center. The speaker sits inside.
When tinkering, children have an opportunity to engage in meaningful STEAM learning. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
A child stacks translucent objects. Another child shines a flashlight onto a mirror ball. Other children play with animal figurines, while a teacher holds a flashlight to make shapes on a screen.
As children tinker with materials, they make sense of the physical world. Their playful and inventive experimentation leads them to wonder how and why things work. They come up with their own questions, develop theories, and test them out. By making tinkering open-ended and focused on a specific phenomenon, we create opportunities for children to grow important STEAM-related concepts and skills.
On screen, Ryan Kurata, TK teacher and STEAM instructional coach, Sonoma County Office of Education. The speaker is seated in the hallway of an early childhood education environment.
As students leave the preschool realm into the kindergarten and the elementary, there is a deep sense of we need to focus on the basics, the reading, the writing, and the math. And as we know, lovers of tinkering, it's exploring direct scientific phenomena and relationships and all of that. And I think we need to leverage that in education. But I also think there is a true fear from educators to really grapple with scientific ideas themselves and let their students grapple with it in their classroom.
On screen, Ehuama Ehukumera with graphic titles: Mindsets, Practices, Concepts.
Through tinkering experiences, children have an important opportunity to develop positive mindsets, engage in STEAM practices, and learn key concepts related to STEAM through their tinkering.
On-screen graphic, STEAM Mindsets.
Tinkering encourages a positive approach to learning. It supports child-driven inquiry and the development of curiosity, persistence, and motivation to learn.
Children play inside, rolling a ball down a cardboard ramp.
Tinkering invites children to embrace experimentation and flexibility in thinking and encourages them to value others' perspectives and input.
On screen, Melissa McLeod, in-home child care provider, Quartz Valley Indian Reservation. As she speaks, children play with lights and shadows, both indoors and outside.
They've discovered their shadows. That has been a big one for them. And they've discovered that, so they'll talk about it, and they'll talk about it to each other. I'll overhear them, and they'll be walking around wait, do you see a shadow? Where's your shadow at? Or is there enough light outside for us to have a shadow right now?
On-screen graphic, STEAM Practices, followed by children rolling circular tape spools down a wooden ramp, then rolling the same spools over nail files spread out over the ramp.
Tinkering activities give children an opportunity to engage in STEAM practices. For example, as children tinker with objects, they explore materials and make observations.
On screen, Jennifer Hawkins, anchor preschool teacher, Yerba Buena Gardens Child Development Center. The speaker sits in an early childhood classroom and also plays with two children as they build structures and string lights. She also observes two boys outside playing with plastic ramps.
I think it's important that STEAM topics in particular are part of the focus. First of all, a lot of children don't always get exposure to that. Some children may have rich environments where they encounter a lot of that, and other kids might not. Some children may, do a lot of things with their parents and have these experiences, and other kids might not. So I think it's really important that we're focusing on those. The kinds of things that children learn when exploring these science topics, they apply to everything in life, all these phenomena. Children are natural, like they're just learning machines. So I think it's extremely important that we're providing lots of opportunities for facilitated exploration of science and technology, engineering, and art, and math.
On-screen graphic, STEAM concepts. On-screen, Flordelisa Mojica, Anchor toddler teacher, Transbay Child Development Center. The speaker sits in an early childhood classroom.
Today I noticed Maya gets so curious about using the flashlight. She tries to navigate it like upwards, downwards to check, investigate the size of the shadow projecting on the floor.
A child holds a flashlight in various positions to see how the projected light on the floor changes.
I've noticed she gets curious about the size of the shadow image and trying to investigate the distance. The outcome is it gets bigger and smaller. So it's a new concept for her.
They may begin to understand an idea or phenomenon by noticing certain behaviors.
Various scenes of children drawing, planning, and documenting on paper.
They predict what will occur, test out ideas, and interpret results. Children also document, share, and reflect on their learning. Sharing their thinking creates opportunities for children to develop their theories and urges them to act in ways that are relevant and meaningful to their investigations. STEAM mindsets, practices, and conceptual understanding are all important in tinkering. Supporting learning in each of these areas promotes children's holistic growth of STEAM learning.